Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian, and today I'm talking Love Island, Australia. This is season 7, episode 14. This is the what do you want to call it? This is the November 18th episode, but I'm recording this on November 17th. So, 2 episodes one day for us over here. This time change dropped for 6 hours earlier, so instead of it being at 2 a.m., I think it's now at 8 p.m. my time. So this is perfect for me. I'm getting this out a little bit before midnight, but recording at least a little before midnight. Had some other stuff to do today. We had the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We recorded that. That'll be the video after this. If you want to see a bunch of dudes complain about a girl, the show definitely for girls, but that's the point of this page. But I'm excited. This episode is really like there's gonna be some fun drama from this as a viewer because it's gonna be like, what side do you fall on here? Because a lot of mean girl energy tonight, big time mean girl energy, and I just think overreactions, um, jealousy, and I think just like backed into a corner type of behavior from some of the OG girls. Before we get there, pretty much this episode for the first like 15, 20 minutes is the kissing challenge. So we get a text that there's going to be a kissing challenge today. We've seen this before. We know how it works. Um, sometimes they do boy and girl, like each person goes and does their own little like kiss run, but they only did the girls, so the guys were blindfolded. They and the girls, one by one, sorry. And one by one they kiss. I mean, I think some of the only things that were, I guess, notable is like just the kiss stuff, like who gave who certain scores, and it's just like, again, I don't know how much I fully care about that. But Yana wins the kissing challenge, so Yana gets a small victory here. All right, so Ross is getting in trouble because he's not talking. This is like after the kiss challenge. He's not talking to Sharon. There's like this is kind of like, to me, the beginning of the end for the OG girls of like being kind of a little bit like crazy, honestly. They Ross sits at a beanbag, I guess, so there's no more seats, and I guess it's with the newer girls are sitting around. And Isabel says to him, like, why aren't you talking to Sean? He's like, oh, well, this is like a mingling time of the night, just talking to people. I just sat down where there was an opening and over here, and she's like, well, why didn't you, like, you're not even talking to Sean, and like, I mean, to me, and it's funny because they said like guy is the logic brain. I mean, to me, I think it sounds so stupid, but I'm sure the girls will be like, oh yeah, he's an idiot for doing this, but like, he makes a comment where it's like, so because I sat in this beanbag chair, it means I don't like Sharn. And they like cut to Connor, and he's like holding back like a smile, and like Isabel like kind of covers his mouth. Well, I think this is where it's going to come in, where it's like how a guy thinks, how a girl thinks, and to me, it's just like, I know that, I mean, I do it myself too, because like it's just like I just think a lot of stuff isn't that deep, yeah, especially when it comes to that. But I don't get me wrong. I've gotten in trouble by my wife about similar stuff. So I've been in the exact same situation where he's in, where he's just like, I can't believe I'm having this conversation. But this kind of like sparks where this night is going to end, and I'm very interested to see how it begins tomorrow's episode, or the episode 15. So in between this, we have Yana and Kai. They look like they're snapping back quicker than I thought they would for maybe potentially giving it another chance here. So that's something to keep an eye on. All right, so where the big thing happens. So Tamara calls Sharn over to her, and she's like, "Oh, let's go. Me, you, Izzy, and then Gabby. Let's go talk." I don't even think Gabby was, but Gabby just gets up, and they're walking away. And Mick goes, "Why?" Mick says to Mia, like, "Oh, why they didn't invite you?" And Mia goes, "Oh, I'm not in the girls group." And then Sharon's like, "Oh no, we're just going to get food." And then all the guys, like you see like a lot, they cut to a lot of guys like just putting their head back, like, oh, here we go, like they know where this is going. And then it kind of turns into like, oh, I was trying to talk to you and you weren't giving me anything, and like you're talking shit behind our dudes, and like Boston's kind of just like, what are we talking about here? And like same with Mia, like they're just kind of like, what is happening? And I mean, I just think, I think Sharon looked bad this episode, man. Like she did. As like if I was in the villain, I would be like, nah, this is not into that. So they go talk, the four of them, the four like technically, I guess the most tenured girls here, and then they like are like, oh, I can't believe they're doing this. Like, let's go pull them. So Sharon goes and pulls Boston one on one. Boston is like, yo, your comments are kind of ridiculous, and I think the conversation they have is is a little civil, but I mean, it's just kind of like, man, you're back to a wall here because the guy you like is potentially maybe into somebody else, and I don't even think he's really even doing anything crazy. I mean, he could be moving way worse than what he's doing. So then Mia is walking to go to the bathroom, and she is confronted by Isabel, Gabby, and Tamara, and they keep kind of saying like, "Oh, you can't talk about this. Like, it's gonna get back to us, or like we're all girls, and things like that." And she's like, "I just want to go to the bathroom. I want to take a piss." That's what she kept saying. And then when she goes into the like, I guess the girls' makeup bathroom area, she's like, "You don't want to see." Like, she's talking to herself like, "I can bring the crazy out." And then while she's doing that, Yana's like, "Look, guys, like I think we're going a little like." Yana's kind of trying to be like the worst voice of reason here and like be the middleman, and like they're not even listening to her at all. Um, Mia comes back out. They kind of continue the conversation where Isabella also did not look good tonight. She kept basically was telling like Mia to shut up when she was talking. Like, I'm trying to talk here, and like here's my point. And like Yana says in the confessional, like, look, like Mia is telling you three, oh, like me and Boston are intimidated by you, and you are right now like basically saying you're telling her to shut up and listen to what I have to say, and like not getting a word in. It's just not a good look. Not a good look. And like they made a joke like, oh, the guys want to come in and they're like over here doing handstands, and just got pretty catty. Got definitely pretty catty um, beforehand. So interesting to see how it goes. It looks like tomorrow we're gonna get a recoupling. It'll probably cliffhanger us with that. So, I'm sorry for going. Oh. Sophie Monk basically is like, oh, you don't want to be single. Not a good time to be single. So we'll see what that means. But yeah, I don't know. Just some people not looking the greatest tonight, and we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. But I appreciate everyone watching. Let me know what you think. Where do you stand? Was Sharon doing too much? Was Gabby doing too much? Was Tamara doing too much? Was Isabel doing too much? Was Boston? Where do you stand? If in a couple days from American viewers, where do you stand when you finally get to this episode? I think I got to side with Boston and me here. I just think these other girls, they're backed into a corner because anytime they're talking to Alex, whatever, like you don't see the dudes getting all like crazy about it. I mean, it's again, this is Love Island. This isn't real life. So I just bombshell's got to do what a bombshell's got to do. So yeah, let me know what you think. Next video after this, if you made it this far, is Southern Secret Lives of Morbid Wives. You'll basically hear me rant and complain, and Bill kind of likes the show, but we have a little divide there. So check it out. But I will talk to you tomorrow night on USA time for episode 15. So I appreciate everyone watching, and talk to you next one. And I hope you have an awesome morning, evening, night whenever you're watching this. Peace.